So I'm telling you now itself, this video is going to be a lengthy video, not because there is rubbish things, unnecessary things in this. There is only pure content, but the content is so much that it will take 30 to 40 minutes. So when you plot content versus retention, how much you're able to retain, have a memory, okay? So in that, for still some point of time, it will show a positive correlation, but what happens after that, it will plateau and then actually it will decrease. So you will notice that when you watch main videos and you go through all Qbank, you'll feel that initially your knowledge is improved, your GT scores will increase, but later on what will happen, you're not able to revise, you're not able to cover everything. This is not enough. This is the biggest misconception everyone has. Everyone asks, is BTR enough? Is revision video enough? Revision not enough? No. Up to 120. And if you're smart enough, up to 130 you might get, but not above 130. Above that, you need something important, that is important tables. What are these important tables? These are pearls, these are treasures, these are those important consolidated information which helps you to rule out options. Okay. Now what will coaching platforms do? Coaching platforms, most of their notes, most of their content, everything is for these people who want to get more than 600, because if you use everything, you'll definitely get more than 600. Now what happens to common people, average students like you and me? We need this zone of safety, and this zone of safety will have to make some arrangement. We need to make some smart tricks. We have to make some modifications to the content given by the coaching platforms, so that we can use that content in a limited amount of time to come into the zone of safety. See, the difference between ranks is still 5,000 and 5,000 only. There is not much of a difference. But why this major difference in the number of wrong questions? These wrong questions contribute to something called as conversion factor. See, what is the aim of you attempting NEETPG? Is it because you want to get a rank of less than 100, or is it because you want to get a seat of your choice? This is what you have to decide now, because every coaching platform will tell you that you want a rank of less than 100, you have to be top or everything, because the content is also based like that only. But what actually you need is not a rank. What actually you need is a seat. And for a rank of 20,000 also, when I tell that for a rank of 20,000 you're going to get the seat, that means even if you come till 145 correct responses in DT, that is more than enough. One-time video, yes. Before this I used to do one-time video because I was mainly focused on I was in my residency, but since my residency has ended, my MD has ended, so now I'm free enough to do a detailed schedule for NEETPG, and so I'll be regularly uploading videos in episodes manner. Okay, so it will be a long series. So if you want to stay updated always, so two things you need to do. One is you have to hit on that subscribe button, and second is there is a button called notification. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. RMD. I think I don't need to introduce myself now because you already know me. Okay, so I have finished my MD Pediatrics recently from RML Hospital, New Delhi. So I'm totally free now, and hence this new series of NEETPG 2026. This is the first episode. There are many more episodes to come, and this is full of content. I don't want to drag too much because I know this video will be long enough, and I had to divide this video into 10 parts, total 10 parts, and in this part we'll be addressing these 6 main questions. Okay, these 6 main questions. So I'm telling you now itself, this video is going to be a lengthy video, not because there is rubbish things, unnecessary things in this. There is only pure content, but the content is so much that it will take 30 to 40 minutes. So stay with me. I'll give you a full overview. So this video is basically an overview which will tell you exactly what you should be focusing on. Okay, so here first we'll be saying what lessons you have learned from NEETPG 2025. Second is what coaching platforms won't tell you. This you should know before you start studying for NEETPG 2026. Third is what are the two main approaches how you should approach subjects. Fourth is what sources you to use, because this is the most frequently asked question to me on my various social media platforms. Okay, and fifth is how to many students ask me, sir, how to proceed, give me a timetable, give us a daily schedule. And fifth, last one is a very important query, like how to track your performance daily and how to be accountable. Okay, so let's have a glance at NEETPG 2025. This is from PrepLadder website. Okay, so in this basically they had conducted a survey where they asked the difficulty of exam, and NEETPG 2025 was a moderately difficult exam. Also in NEETPG 2025, 50% of the questions were clinical and 41% were concept based. So almost 90% were concept based and clinical questions, whereas only 10% were one-liners. Okay, so this is an important thing for upcoming NEETPG also, because exam pattern has drastically changed from last 4 to 5 years. So I had compiled all the list of ranks versus whatever marks they have got in NEETPG 2025. Okay, so this was from Zainer Telegram channel. So they have released a PDF according to rank and marks. Okay, so from that I calculated how many correct, wrong and skipped. There were few very important things which I want you to note. First thing is, see, rank 1 got a score of 707. Okay, so we don't want to get rank 1. Rank 100 got 660, which accounted to 173 correct. We also don't want that. But see, important thing, as rank 1000, 5,000 and 10,000. See these ranks. Okay, here correct response, here score was 620, 580, 550, and but correct responses is gradually decreasing. What you are noting is, one thing is the difference between correct responses is decreasing. Okay, that everyone will tell you. What is other point that is you are noting is most of the students whoever are attempting with 0 skipped answers. Okay, they are almost attempting everything, or they are keeping skipped answers less than 5. So now what becomes the major factor? The major factor becomes wrong questions. So the more negatives you commit in an exam, your final scores and your ranks will drastically come down. Now let's see what are the implications of this. Okay, so two important conclusions that we can draw from this particular table, okay, based on this rank list is, see, the difference between ranks is still 5,000 and 5,000 only. There is not much of a difference. But why this major difference in the number of wrong questions? These wrong questions contribute to something called as conversion factor. Now what is conversion factor? Conversion factor means one wrong answer will give you +5. This is the conversion factor. So that means if you do 10 wrong also, you will be away for 50 marks. Okay, it is not the number of skipped questions, it is not the number of correct answers, it is totally based on number of wrong answers that you attempt, because if these wrongs are converted into rights, only then your marks will increase. Got my point? Now second thing, in the same heading, if you commit wrong mistake, okay, if you commit a mistake in a question or concept you had already studied, I'm not telling already you know the concept or anything, you know the things, okay, you have studied it and still you have committed mistake in that, that is a crime. Now second is, what is zone of safety? If you see here, see, the difference between rank 1 and rank 1000 is 1000 ranks, okay, but in terms of marks, it is almost 16 marks, okay, between 165 to 181, 16 mark difference is there. But between 1000 and 10,000, what you can see is there is only difference of 14 marks. But what is the rank difference? 9,000. But what you will notice, most of the students who have finished their GTs will be usually in the range of 130 to 140. This is the most common query that comes to me, that GT scores are not improving after this. So that means you were very close to rank of 20,000. So 150, if you see this table, 150, okay, 150 is equivalent to rank of 10,000. 143 is equivalent to rank of 20,000. So that means you were very close to rank of 10,000. Okay, and if you take 140, then you are close to rank of 20,000. Now why I am stressing on rank till 20,000, that is because there is something called as ideal rank range, and this ideal rank range is known as zone of safety. That means if you are able to get a GT correct responses of more than 145, then you are already in that safe zone, because up to 20,000 some or the other way you are going to get a NEET PG seat. See, what is the aim of you attempting NEET PG? Is it because you want to get a rank of less than 100, or is it because you want to get a seat of your choice? This is what you have to decide now, because every coaching platform will tell you that you want a rank of less than 100, you have to be topper, everything, because their content is also based like that only. But what actually you need is not a rank, what actually you need is a seat. And for a rank of 20,000 also, when I tell that for rank of 20,000 you are going to get a seat, that means even if you come till 145 correct responses in GT, that is more than enough. That's why we have total now around 6 to 7 months for upcoming NEET PG, and if you are struck at 120, then don't lose hope, you still can cross 150 in these 7 months, and I will be telling you how. Now next question is, what decides rank between 1000 and 20,000? So I told you this is the zone of safety, but still you don't want a rank below that. Once you are above 145 GT score, then GT correct response, then you are automatically in the zone of safety. Now what differentiates whether you are going to get a good rank, whether you are going to get 1000 or 20,000, that is this conversion factor. And how to convert this factor? The formula for this conversion factor is target GT score minus current GT score divided by 5. I'll give an example. For example, let's say your current GT score is 400. Okay, 400 is almost equal to like 120 correct. Okay, and we'll take approximately, okay, and you want a score of 600, so that you can get a rank of approximately 1000, okay, 1000 to 5000 between that rank. Okay, so your formula will be how many corrects you have, wrongs you have to convert into correct, that is target GT score is 600 minus 400 divided by 5, that is equal to 200 divided by 5, 200 divided by 5, that is equal to 40. So you have to convert total 40 questions from wrong into correct. Okay, so this is your conversion factor. Now if you want to get into safe zone, your GT should have two targets. One is this conversion, which I have already told you, and second is skipped question. If you see anywhere, lesser the number of skipped questions, more is the chances of you getting more marks and better rank. Now, why is that? Because that depends on a third factor, that is known as EV attempt. Now, what is EV attempt? Expected value of attempt. See, all these are very complicated things. I have made it simplified for you. So basically what you have to understand is, one is you have to not make many wrong mistakes. You have to convert your wrong into right. And second is you have to keep your skipped questions less than 5. And third is this EV attempt, which I'll be discussing in the third episode of this NEETPG series. I'll be totally discussing about this. Okay. All these are some easy tricks to get you more marks in exam. Okay. Now, what are the things that coaching platform hides from you? Okay. First thing is, all coaching platforms are based on content. If you see this is from Marrow NEETPG 2023 Marrow website, and in that they claim that they had got 191 questions from their videos in NEETPG 2023 and 189 out of 200, which is almost equal to 95% of strike rate. Okay, this is the strike rate. But what is your aim? Your aim is NEETPG seat. It is not to become a topper. If you want to become a topper, definitely you would have started before this only for NEETPG 2026, or you would have had a better IQ, because these are the two factors. So what is the issue if you have more content? Let's say you have subscribed to X coaching platform and there is lot of content. Now what happens with content is, see, when you plot content versus retention, how much you are able to retain, have a memory. Okay, so in that, for still some point of time it will show a positive correlation, but what happens after that? It will plateau and then actually it will decrease. So we will notice that when you watch main videos and you go through all Qbank, you will feel that initially your knowledge has improved, your GT scores will increase, but later on what will happen? You are not able to revise, you are not able to cover everything, you forget things whatever you have studied. So what happens? There will be a negative phase, a dip phase in your performance. So this is one issue. There are two factors which decide whether increase in content will help you in getting better ranks or not. Those are IQ, number one, and second is time, which means if you have a very good IQ, or if you have a long duration of time, like let's say you have started in your 4th year and you had 2 years to complete for NEETPG 2026, definitely you go ahead with the content whatever coaching platforms are giving. That is the best source for preparation, because it will give overall idea. Okay, I'll discuss about this later on. Okay, but one thing you should realize is, increase in content, more content is not equal to cracking NEETPG, because I get many queries, many students who call me and tell they have been preparing for this exam since last 3 years and still they haven't been able to crack this exam. Okay, when I ask them what are the details, when I ask them, this is not limited to only one coaching platform, this is limited, this is true for all coaching platforms. Okay, the problem is their content is too vast that they don't know what is important and what is not important. So this is because of one concept known as toppers utopia. Now what is toppers utopia? All these coaching platforms, what they'll do is they will create a notion that you need to get a rank of less than 100 to get a seat. Now what if you see this graph, okay, this graph tells you the marks in NEETPG versus number of students who have got these marks. Okay, so that means that there are very few students who got marks of more than 600 and there are very few who got negative marks and less than like 100. Okay, so majority of the students fall in this, and if you take the mean average of the result that I had taken, okay, I had taken some sample size of 100 and I took the mean average sample, so it comes across approximately 500. Okay, so the +1, you should be always above this +1 standard deviation. Okay, that comes around 600, like something, it comes around that area. Okay, 550 something. So above this range is zone of safety. What I was telling you, that is the zone of safety. Now what will coaching platforms do? Coaching platforms, most of their notes, most of their content, everything is for these people who want to get more than 600, because if you use everything, you will definitely get more than 600. Now what happens to common people, average students like you and me? We need this zone of safety. And this zone of safety will have to make some arrangement, we need to make some smart tricks, we have to make some modifications to the content given by the coaching platforms, so that we can use that content in a limited amount of time to come into this zone of safety. Got my point? So don't fall for this toppers utopia. Now next, why I'm telling repeatedly that NEETPG rank is not equal to NEETPG seat, because I remember one of my juniors who was attempting NEETPG and she got a NEETPG rank I think around 18,000, and you won't believe, for this 18,000 rank she is going to get anesthesia seat, okay, government, in all India quota. Anesthesia is a clinical seat, okay, in a state top medical college. Sorry, she got this seat, okay. This was last year's counseling, okay, in Tamil Nadu, okay. So this was a trend. Even if you go to Zainad and you see, cross check all this, you will realize that even for a rank of 18,000 for general category, I am not even talking about some like reservation or anything, 18,000 rank. And what is the rank, marks that is required to get rank of 18,000? It is approximately 145. Not more than that. That's why NEETPG rank is not equal to NEETPG set, because I have seen people who have got 1000 rank or 1100 rank, and still these people are attempting again because they are not satisfied with their rank. They want a rank of less than 100. They want to come in coaching platform banners. They want to come in their Instagram posts. That's why their target is not behind NEETPG seat. Their target is behind rank, and this is known as toppers utopia. See, there is a notion, there is an atmosphere around you which is focused only on toppers, not for average students, because average students are nowhere projected unless you have got a rank of like 1 lakh and now you have got a rank of like 3000, then you might get an interview, otherwise you are nowhere. So that is the notion created by coaching platform, because that benefits them, but you shouldn't fall to that trap. Okay, so now what are the two approaches that you should use? One is top-down approach and second is bottom-up approach. So these are two different kinds of things. Okay, now to understand what is this top-down and what is this bottom-up approach, you should know what is NEET-PG pyramid. See, what every MBBS student fails to understand is NEET-PG exam is a competitive exam. It is not an elimination exam. So here you should perform better compared to the rest in a given amount of time. What everyone forgets is time. So what does NEET-PG pyramid tell? If you're a beginner, you're here, then you'll go to climber stage. This is what I have divided. Then you go to champions, then you go to conquerors. Champions is good enough. If you go into this champions, if you get 150 to 165 correct, you're already in the rank range of less than 10,000. This is your target. Your target is not conquerors. If your target is conquerors, you should have started 1 year ago itself, not now. And if you are conqueror, your IQ should be more than 160. Only then you will get a tag of conqueror. Okay. So now where are you? You are a beginner. Now your first target is to get 120 correct. And how to get this 120 correct? These are your sources. So NEET-PG pyramid basically tells us that if you are a beginner, you have to first reach a target of 120, and for that 120 you can't use a source which gives you correct of 165. Basically what I mean is, if you want to start as a beginner and you are going to start this NEET-PG 2026 preparation today, then you will have to start at PYQs and PYTs, because they are the basics, and then you have to start with revision videos or revision notes. Either revision videos or revision notes or BTR, anything is fine, because what matters during revision phase, I repeatedly keep saying this, preparation phase is secondary. Main thing is revision. What you are studying today is not for today, it is for that revision phase, okay, for that last 10 days. So you should have some source with you which you can read in that last 10 days, last 15 days, and for that you have to start from today itself. So that is your revision video, revision notes or BTR, and along with that PYQs and PYTs. This will definitely help you get up to 120, no doubt in that. I'll tell you in next slide how. Okay, now after that, only this is not enough. This is the biggest misconception everyone has. Everyone asks, is BTR enough? Is revision video enough? Revision note enough? No, up to 120, and if you're smart enough, up to 130 you might get, but not above 130. Above that you need something important, that is important tables. What are these important tables? These are pearls, these are treasures, these are those important consolidated information which helps you to rule out options. Okay, these are those important tables and important Qbank modules only. See, if there are some 40 Qbank modules, there are only like some 10-15 which are very important, which you need to solve. Rest of them are not at all important. Okay, so those who do this, they will easily go into this climbers phase. Okay, next is for champions. What you need to do, you have already mastered these two. Now you have to go into main notes, important topics only, important topics, and by this time you should have finished more than 10 GTs. Then you would have reached this phase. My correct response was 161. Okay, in my NEET-PG, and for that I got a rank of 838. Okay, so already I was in this champions phase, but I reached towards the end of my internship. Okay, because my internship was hectic and I couldn't do it easily. So I used this smart strategy, because I properly started preparing 6 months before the exam, and then exam got postponed. Like it was initially scheduled in March, then it got postponed to May. So I got some 2 months extra. So during internship only I was able to crack, because I followed this approach only. You won't believe me, I used only this approach. I didn't use the conqueror approach. Okay, so this is the this approach which I told, this is known as bottom-up approach. I want you to follow this. Those students who feel that you're going to start now, or you feel that your basics are not strong, or you have repeatedly failed to attempt like NEETPG 2025, you're not able to get a good rank, or before that also, especially repeaters. Okay, I would suggest you to go with this because you have limited time. One second is your IQ may not be up to the mark to actively retrieve everything that you have studied. Okay, so in this what will happen is, first you'll study revision source PYTs, important Qbank modules, then you will go through important main notes topics. Okay, it is like stepwise. Okay, it is not like all together, it is stepwise. You will go, I'll tell you how. Okay, now what happens in coaching platforms, what is the ideal approach? Ideal approach is top down, which means like you are in third year of mbbs, or you are in fourth year, or you have 1 year to spare, like you are now in your internship and you are going to attempt NEETPG 2027. Now what you can do is, you can use first go through your main notes or Qbank, clear your concepts, and then you go through your main notes topic, then you come to PYQs. So this is known as top down approach. And the difference that you will notice is, this much will constitute 70% of the content, and this one is only 30% of the content. Got my point? So this 30% can give you up to 150 correct. If it is 150 correct, your rank is less than 10,000. If it is a moderately difficult paper, as it was this year. Got my point? Two approaches, top down and bottom up, and we will be following bottom up approach. Okay, now what is the advantage in top down approach is, that is concepts you are cleared, you will get an overall idea, but the disadvantage is content is too much, can't revise, all these are this one. Okay, I think I have already discussed this. So most YouTubers, whoever I'll be going through many YouTubers videos, okay, new ones. Okay, so they will be like telling that how I got rank of all India rank 139. Got all India rank 130, how I got all India rank 35. Okay, they will be actually using which strategy? They will be using this top down strategy, because to get that rank they would have done this. Okay, and they would have got it. Okay, they would have either worked hard or their IQ was good, one of the two things. Okay, there's no doubt in that. This is the best approach. But when time is limited and you want to do, then you will have to follow bottom-up approach. That is what I followed. So here you will start with PYQs and PYTs. That is your first base. And how to do PYQs and PYTs, and why you should do PYQs, and how many PYQs came from previous years in NEETPG 2025. All this will be discussed in episode 2. Okay, so you will for that you will have to watch next episode, which is upcoming. Okay, now I also told you that in this NEETPG pyramid, okay, so if you go here, okay, to get this 120 to 150, okay, see this one, okay, above 120 if you want to get, you have to go know the important tables of PYTs and important Qbank modules. Now you will ask me how to know, sir, it is very difficult. So for this I have compiled the PDF, okay, and this PDF contains all important Qbank modules and all important tables, and this is available in the website. I have given the link in the comment section, and also it is there in the video description. I'll share in my Telegram, WhatsApp channel, and also in Instagram handle. Okay, so this PDF has list of all important Qbank modules, irrespective of whichever coaching platform you are using. And next, coming to what sources you need to use. Okay, this is very frequently question that I'm getting. See, if you see this year's NEETPG 110 questions, see 55% of the questions came just from PYQs. PYQs and PYTs were 55%, that is 110 questions. So if you compile all your syllabus, what are the things that you have with you? Different sources. You have main notes, you have main videos, you have revision notes, BTR, Qbank, PYQs, you have GTs, you have tables, pearls, you have extra whatever other source, whatever you have taken, everything is there. But are you able to revise this in last 10 days is my question. Are you able to revise? If you are able to revise, then only you read, otherwise it is all totally waste. What you can revise in last 10 days is the PYQs, and these PYQs form total how much? 55% of the total syllabus. Rest all this content will form only 45%. Got my point? That's why PYQs and PYTs are the most important thing. Now, because your battle is against time, so you should know what is the correct method to use PYQs, and this will be discussed in episode 2. Okay, now one thing which I have realized is, since I am going to release episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, 68% of my people who watch my video, 68% have not subscribed to me. The reason could be simple, because you would have forgotten to subscribe, or you would have thought this is one time video. Yes, before this I used to do one time video because I was mainly focused on I was in my residency, but since my residency has ended, my MD has ended, so now I'm free enough to do a detailed schedule for NEETPG, and so I'll be regularly uploading videos in episodes manner. Okay, so it will be a long series. So if you want to stay updated always, so two things you need to do. One is you have to hit on that subscribe button, and second is there is a button called notification, and click on all. Okay, so whatever updates I'm giving on YouTube, it will be notified to you instantly and you won't miss out on anything. Now coming to timeline, how you should proceed. So I have started with November 20 because today on November 14 when I am recording this video, it would take some around 1 week for all students to get to know. But you don't have to worry if you start after November 20 also. That is because between March 1 to March 15 I have created a buffer zone. What is this buffer zone? Before revision phase, okay, before revision phase, we'll have this 15 days of time where we'll be completing subject. We will be giving time so that whatever things will not keep our schedule very rigid, we will keep it very flexible, okay. That's why this buffer zone. Now, when will we expect NEETPG? That is in June 2026. So why June 2026? Because this year's was in August, and last year also it was scheduled to be in June. So most probably it will be in June only. I don't think it will be in May. Even though it is in May, it might get postponed to June for some reason. We know that how incompetitive NBMS is, okay. So from November 20 till March 1 total you have 100 days, okay. So in these 100 days will be our preparation phase, okay. That is total 100 days, and then in this 2.5 months that will be our revision phase. Got my point? Okay, so this is our total schedule. Now how to divide subjects, okay, how to divide various subjects is a very commonly asked question, okay. Now what I used is rank building, rank maintaining and rank deciding. These are the three. What do these rank building, rank maintaining and rank deciding subjects mean? I'll tell you now, okay. Why these three categories? See, if there is a subject which if you put more efforts, let's say you have taken a pathology, and if you put more effort for pathology, in return with that you will get more output also, okay. Those subjects are the one, these are the subjects which are the ones which if you study more your rank will improve. So these are the rank building subjects, okay. So there are few subjects like let's say medicine, let's say PSM, which if you put effort initially you won't find anything because these subjects are very big. It will take you 1 month to complete just medicine if you go with all the videos and all the Qbank. So your efforts as you increase, it will increase, but only up to a certain extent. After that, to get that maximum 100% efficiency or 100% output, you should give so much effort. But what is the limiting factor? Time. So these are the ones which maintain your rank. They don't help in increasing rank, they don't help in decreasing your rank, but they maintain the rank. So these are known as rank maintaining subjects, okay. And there are short subjects, okay. What are these short subjects? If you don't study, you can't answer. If you study less also, you can't answer. But if you put all your 100% effort, okay, if you put 100% of your effort, then your output will increase in for example, psychiatry, superficially you read, yes, if you put 50% effort, you can answer more than 50% of the questions. But if you put little more effort, if you put more effort, because it is easy to finish also, you don't have to put much effort. This effort is, so if you put all your efforts, you can complete entire psychiatry and it will give you all questions. You can answer like almost 5 out of 6 questions that are asked from psychiatry. So these are known as rank deciding, because when you have mastered in rank building subject and you can stabilize your rank maintaining subject, what decides your rank is this rank deciding short subjects. Got my point? That's why we have these 3 category of subjects. So in rank building we have total 8 subjects, in rank maintaining we have total 4 subjects, and in rank deciding we have this short subjects, okay. This is the broad classification. I'll tell you where this is important. This is especially important when you review a GT, okay, GT review, and I'll tell you how to use this in a GT tracker also, okay. What is GT tracker? All this will be discussed in episode 3, okay. Okay, so I have made a long series. It will be like 10 episodes totally. So this series will be like more than like 4-5 hours long. So I can speak for that much time, but I know there is no point in, like, this video itself has crossed 30 minutes and I don't think I have told anything rubbish also. Everything what I have told is according to like whatever I told is only pure content. I have not told anything deviating from the content. So now how much time you should dedicate? See, if you're following some other your own study this one routine, just make it a point that that, you give these many number of days. These are the number of the green, whatever mentioned in the green is the number of days that are allotted to each subject. At least do this one. That is what I expect from you. Those who want to follow my schedule, I'll give my timetable in detail. Okay. So pathology, you have 8 days, pharmac 8, like this you have these many days. So rank building subject, you will be giving total 55 days out of 100 days. Rank maintaining, you will be giving total 30 days, and rank deciding, you will be giving total 15 days. If you want to make your own timetable, you can make according to this. Permutations and combinations are possible. But there are people who tell me that, sir, you have to give one timetable. We are not good at making timetable. For them, I have created a timetable. Okay. And this timetable is from November 20 to December 31, because after that I will be regularly updating next details. Okay. Because I think by before December 31st, we will have final dates for NEETPG 2026. So I can modify according to that. So pharmac we had given total 8 days, plus psychiatry we had given 10 days. So total here we have 11 days. So in this 11 days, we will be covering pharmac plus psychiatry totally. I'll tell you how to go ahead with both of this. Okay. How to go ahead combined. Okay. Because most of the students tell that we can't read only one subject, we need 2 subjects. One subject becomes monotonous. For them it is pharmac plus psychiatry in these days. What you can do is 80% of the time you will be dedicating to pharmacology in a day, and 20% in a day you will be dedicating to psychiatry. That is 1 or 1.5 hours to psychiatry daily for total 10 days. Okay. This total schedule is for 10 days. For those people who want to study one subject at a time, 8 days you dedicate to pharmacology and 2 days you dedicate to psychiatry. Choice is yours. One day which remains extra is GT. Now GT, how frequently should give? 1 GT every 10 days. Okay. This should be your target. In my timetable, I will be giving time. Okay. Everything I will be telling you. Okay. There are still like 10-15 minutes more to this video. Okay. For this month of December, you will be having surgery plus ophthal for 11 days. That is, surgery was 8 days and ophthal was 3 days. Similarly, you will be having OBG for 8 days and ENT for 3 days. And you will be having micro for 6 days and dermat for 3 days. So totally here also you will be giving 2 GTs. You will have to adjust. Okay. So those people who tell that you can't, like you, sir, you need to also give a daily schedule. We can't, we want your timetable only, because I have heard that students are leaving this coaching platform timetable and they are following my timetable, and they also take printout of whatever screenshot they can take from this from my videos, and they'll just paste it on their wall and stick to my schedule. That is what I got to hear from people. Okay. So this is what your typical day looks like. Okay. So you will wake up at 6:30. Between 7 to 8, you will be finishing your theory part of your main subject, that is your big subject. Then you will be having breakfast for 45 minutes, and then you will be following Pomodoro technique till lunch. Okay. Here you will be doing theory plus PYQs plus Qbank. Okay. Next lunch will be for 45 minutes. Then you will be studying for 45 minutes. That is only PYQs and nothing else. And then you will be having a power nap, and then from 3:45 PM till 5:30 again theory part. Then 2 hours mandatory is exercise and dinner. Okay. And then from evening 7:30 to night 10:30 you will get 3 hours, where you will last 1 hour you will be dedicating for your PYQs. Okay. So this is the schedule that I used to follow for my MD exam. If you had watched me, I was doing YouTube live stream and I was following this. I was able to study 12 hours per day. 12 hours per day just by following this thing. Okay. So that's why Pomodoro technique helps. And how to use this Pomodoro technique, how to study 12 hours per day, that will be the topic for episode 4. Okay. How to study longer hours for NEETPG. Okay. Now what happens is daily, if I give timetable like this, if I tell you from tomorrow you will have to study, see this is the timetable that I have given. From tomorrow you will have to study pharmacology. I have told you how to study pharmacology, when to take breaks, when to take, everything I have given. Now what happens is students will tell, sir, at the end of the day, like they will be like, I am not interested. There is no accountability. I want someone to keep track of me. So there is like just like BTR boot camp, like where people there are people to monitor you. Similarly, we want someone to monitor you. We want to be accountable. So I had this YouTube mentorship sessions, live mentorship sessions, which I used to conduct, but it was on a weekly basis because I was in residency. But since my residency has ended, now what I have tried is, because I know that students want someone to respond to them daily, so that topics are completed and you get a topic list. I have decided to start this live mentorship sessions daily. Okay. So what will happen in this is, okay, what will happen in this is, first you will have to join. Okay. How will you join? You will be going to my YouTube channel and there is an option called join. Okay. After you are subscribed, you will get this join button. So after you are joining, you will have to go through the process whatever it is, and then you will be a channel member. Okay, once you are a channel member, there will be daily live sessions only for these members. So I will be coming live at sharp 10 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. for 15 minutes. Okay, in this 15 minutes I will be telling you, I will be giving you the list of topics you have to do for tomorrow. Let's say tomorrow you are going to start Pharmac. I'll start tomorrow, you will have to do general Pharmac plus ANS. This is your target for tomorrow. First you will have to solve PYQs of about topic, then you have to go through main notes, that is because these are important topics. Okay, main notes, and then you will have to solve on Qbank. So this is an example what I'm telling. Okay, so I'll be giving you the schedule. I'll be giving you topic daily, like today night I'll come and I'll tell you, yeah, tomorrow morning, by tomorrow morning you should be ready with this topic, like you should study all this tomorrow whole day, and tomorrow night you will have to come back on YouTube live and you have to report me how much you have completed or not, and then according to that we'll be going ahead with the next schedule. Okay, so this is at the time many people can join. It is just like YouTube live stream. Okay, so that is how it works. Now what is the cost? It is just 13 rupees per day. I have kept a very minimal phase. Okay, it is left to you. If you are accountable to yourself, if you are very disciplined, if you feel that you can finish topics or you have joined any offline coaching, it is not an issue, because there anyways you will be held accountable. But what I felt is, if you want to be accountable, then you need someone to monitor you. Also on all Tuesday nights, okay, on all Tuesday night there will be doubt clearing session. That is, there will be a mega session. Like for last 1 week, whatever we have discussed, we'll be discussing all together, and you can ask me all direct live questions. Okay, in these 15-minute sessions I won't be able to answer all your questions. Basically our target will have studied today and what we will be studying for tomorrow. Okay, so keep you accountable. Okay, so this is about this. Okay, a link for this also will be provided in the comment section and also in the description. Okay, so this is YouTube live mentorship. Now next, coming to sequence. Now let's say you want to study on your own and you also know the timetable already that is given. Okay, so what is the sequence that you should study? Let's say 8 days pharmacology. How will you study pharmacology? So first you will go through PYQs within 2 hours superficially. Okay, this is the first step. Only 2 hours. You will be seeing only what questions are asked. That's all. You won't be reading anything. Next, second part is go through revision notes or videos. See, for concept based you use videos. For other things you can use notes. Every platform, revision videos or notes won't take Pharmac. It won't take more than 2 days. So it will approximately take you 3 days, not more than that, for revision notes. Okay. After this you will go to PYQs. All PYQs and PYTs. How many PYQs? NEETPG last 5 years. That is from 2020, and NEET and I last 2 years. Okay, last 2 years means there are total 4 papers. Okay, 4 sets will be there. Okay, so these are a must. This will take you around 3 days. Okay, now you have 2 days left, right? In these 2 days, 1 day you will be dedicating to important Qbank modules. Where will you get this Qbank modules? That is, that PDF link I have already put in the comment section. I have already told before also. And second is you will be going through important pearls or tables. 1 more day. Okay, if you have any doubts in the concept, in these 2 days only you will be going through them. Okay, so this will complete your 8 days of pharmacology. This is your approach. This is the smartest shortcut, most easily possible, nothing to worry about, and you will definitely cover almost everything. Okay, so this is your. What are the common mistake that students make? One is not solving all PYQs. Okay, see, it's already 40 minutes. I don't want to drag this. Just read this, take a screenshot. Don't commit this mistake. Okay, okay. You can reach out to me because people struggle to reach out to me. Okay, so now I'm available. You can mail me, you can text me on Instagram, you can go through my Telegram channel, DM me on Telegram. I also have a WhatsApp channel by this name. You can join YouTube live mentorship sessions, that is daily sessions which I have just now discussed. And there's one more called as one-to-one consultation, which means you can directly talk to me via Google Meet. But that will start after November 20. Updates will be given in the social media. Okay, this can be regarding counseling, or it can also be regarding NEETPG 2026 or INICET. Whatever you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. Total duration is 15 minutes. Okay, each talk will last 15 minutes. I'll give the link and all. I'll be announcing in my telegrams, in my social media. So basically today's episode was just the tip of the iceberg. We have only covered this much. We have a lot more to cover. See, already it's 40 minutes. Okay, sorry, very sorry, but we have a lot to cover. We in next series I'll be covering in depth. I think this will be 2 parts most probably 2 parts. In depth I will cover regarding PYQs, how to study, what to study, when to study, and how to revise. Everything I will be covering regarding PYQs. And next is about GT, how to attempt GT. There will be one 30-40 minutes video how to attempt GT, because many students make this mistake. How to review GT, a separate episode, okay, and that will be also for 30-40 minutes. Next is how to study 12 hours per day. In that also I'll make a detailed video. And all this 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, everything is under the way, under process. So just trust the process. I have done this. I have done during my hectic internship. I didn't had any support. There were very few YouTube mentors like Dr. Milind Shinde, Dr. Aditya Gupta. There was Dr. Darshan Patel. Okay, so there were few people who guided at that point of time, but I somehow was smart enough to combine everything and put it. So now you have me. You can trust my process, because I had not even done 20% of this and I had got rank of 838 in my first attempt itself. So just trust the process and your journey becomes comfortable. Okay, so just subscribe to this channel, because otherwise you will be missing these other episodes. Okay, so all the best.